Hello, my grade 9 students. I'm so glad to start with you a new lesson, which is Module 6, The Modern World, 6A Reading C and D, Life on Earth 100 Years from Now, Part 2, Students Book, page 62, Workbook, page 62. Let's start with our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students will be able to 1. Respond to some WH questions after scanning the text. 2. Use the content clues to answer 9 questions after scanning the text. 3. Find out some synonyms and antonyms of certain words from the text. Read the text and answer the following questions. Students Book, page 62. Don't forget that you should justify your answers.
Life on Earth 100 years from now. Since the 1950s, we have destroyed more than a third of the natural world. Our way of life has caused many serious environmental problems. We use huge quantities of natural resources and produce too much rubbish. Pollution is affecting the climate, and our planet is getting warmer. The question is, will things ever change for the better? Some scientists are optimistic and believe that with the help of science, today's environmental problems will disappear. Other scientists are pessimistic and believe that soon it will be too late to save the planet. We asked 2 futurologists their views about life on Earth 100 years from now.
The global population will increase and reach approximately 16 billion. There won't be enough food or resources for everyone. Temperatures will be higher than they are today. As a result, the Amazon rainforest will disappear completely and the area will turn into a desert. The ice at the poles will melt and sea levels will rise. As a result, some cities in coastal areas, as well as islands that are not very high above sea level, will flood and disappear. Air pollution will keep increasing and people will suffer from lung diseases because of the polluted air. Jake Davis.
People will use alternative energy resources, such as solar power and wind power, much more than they do today. However, most of the world's energy will come from cold fusion, a clean, safe and free energy resource. Scientists will control the weather. It won't be cheap, but they will use technology to prevent natural disasters in certain areas. Extensive desert greening will take place and most of the world's deserts will turn into forests. Nicola Brand.
Question number 1. Do we use natural resources sensibly? Answer: no, we don't. But why? Can you justify your answer? We use huge quantities. Question number 2. Is our planet getting warmer? The answer is yes, it is. Why? Because pollution is affecting the climate. Question number 3. What does Jake Davis believe will happen to the global population in 100 years from now? The answer is it will increase and reach approximately 16 billion. Why? Can you justify your answers? It's not mentioned in the text. Therefore, you can surf the net for answers. Question number 4. What will people suffer from? The answer is they will suffer from lung diseases. But why? Because of the polluted air. Question number 5. Can you mention some examples of alternative energy resources? The answer is solar and wind power. But why? To reduce pollution. Question number 6. Where will most of the world's energy come from? The answer is from cold fusion. Why? Can you justify your answer? A clean, safe, and free energy resource. Exercise C. Now scan the text, then read it carefully and complete the sentences. Students' book, page 62. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then check your answers. Number 1. Many serious environmental problems exist because of our way of life. Where can we find this in the text? Our way of life has caused many serious environmental problems. Number 2. Humans produce a lot of rubbish, pollution. Where can we find it in the text? We use huge quantities of natural resources and produce too much rubbish. Pollution is affecting the climate and our planet is getting warmer. Number 3. According to Davis, people won't have enough food or resources. Where can we find it in the text? There won't be enough food or resources for everyone. Number 4. He also believes that the Amazon rainforest, the ice at the poles, some cities in coastal areas, and some islands won't exist 100 years from now. Where can you find this in the text? The Amazon rainforest will disappear completely. As a result, some cities in coastal areas, as well as islands that are not very high above sea level, will flood and disappear. Number 5. According to Brand, scientists will be able to stop some natural disasters from happening by using technology. Where can you find this in the text? They will use technology to prevent natural disasters in certain areas. Number 6. She also believes that the earth will be greener and deserts will become forests. Where can you find this in the text? Extensive desert greening will take place, and most of the world's deserts will turn into forests. Exercise D. Look at the text again and find synonyms for the words or phrases below. Students' book, page 62. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then check your answers. Number 1. Amounts in the introduction. Quantities. Waste or litter in the introduction. Rubbish. 3. Opinions in the introduction. Views. Worldwide in Davis' prediction. Global, for example, in Brand's predictions, such as. Now look at the text again and find antonyms for the words below. Antonyms means opposites. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then check your answers. Now we have decrease. In Davis' predictions, increase, exactly, approximately, low, high, clean, polluted. Tip: you can increase your vocabulary by also learning synonyms and/or antonyms of new words. One of the best and most enjoyable ways to increase your vocabulary is to read more for pleasure. Vocabulary is a powerful tool that improves both your English speaking and writing skills. The more words you know, the more capable you are of delivering exactly what you want to say. Over to you. Discuss. What do you do to protect the environment? Such an activity, it promotes critical thinking and personal response. So, discuss this issue with your classmates in order to have some kind of suggestions. For example, we recycle in order to protect the environment. We save energy and water to protect the environment. We walk or ride a bike to school to protect the environment. Think of other things that you can do to protect the environment. Exercise A. Circle the correct words. Workbook page 62. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then check your answers. Number 1. One way of decreasing air pollution is by using public transport. Number 2. The accident happened because of the terrible weather conditions. Number 3. We need to change our way of life. We need to become more active. Number 4. I really can't make any predictions about tomorrow's meeting. Number 5. Faye always takes out the rubbish after dinner. Number 6. I want to find ways to reduce my carbon footprint. B. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Workbook page 62. Pessimistic, resources, breathe, approximately, predict, polluted, air, disease. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then check your answers. Number 1. Don't go fishing in the lake. It's very polluted. Number 2. Several animals at the zoo are suffering from an unusual disease that affects their eyes. Number 3. The Science Museum has approximately 200,000 visitors every year. Number 4. It's difficult to predict exactly how the weather will change in the next 50 years, but the planet is certainly getting warmer. Number 5. Dr. Johnson is very pessimistic about the environment. He thinks it's too late for us to save the planet. Number 6. Scientists are constantly looking for new energy resources that are not bad for the environment. Number 7. Harry decided to move away from the city to a place where the air was cleaner. Number 8. When the fire broke out, residents found it difficult to breathe because of the smoke. To sum up, I learned some synonyms and antonyms. I learned how to answer comprehension questions through scanning the text. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.